Hi guys, we're back, and this time we're going to be discussing the guild faction of Carnevale. These are Justin's favourites, the poor downtrodden workers that they are.
Yeah.
But who are the guild really? Tell us about it, Sam.
Well, the guild, I think, started off as the Guild of Dock Workers, but when the docks got shut down, these guys had to turn to other work, not all of it entirely legal. So they formed the Guild of Thieves, which is basically the mafia in Venice.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so for all intents and purposes then, the
Yeah.
guild.
These guys are the only ones who are really looking out for the poor people of Venice. Well, when I say they're looking out for them, they're going round to their houses and going, very nice place you've got here. Shame if something were to happen to it.
Yeah. Why don't you make an investment
Yeah.
with us? Buy some
They-
insurance.
They can also call upon these people who they are protecting.
Right.
In return for protection, they can call upon them to help them in disputes and fighting.
Right. Okay. So that would be the citizens of Venice. There's an actual entry on the force list for just basic
Yeah,
citizens.
the
who
Rashad
draft it
can
in.
get them too as
Yeah.
well. So.
Yeah. Who just basically run beside you and take shots because they're not particularly good as far as I remember. But the advantages then of the guild, I noticed when I was looking through the book that they're all sort of in that mid-cost
Yeah.
area of 20 something to 30 something. So all of them are sort of mid-range, mid-cost, and come with a few skills that are relevant to whoever they are. Like the butcher and stuff is pretty tough.
Yeah, two-hand weapons.
Yeah, two-hand weapons.
Just barrels in there, deal some damage.
That's it. The barber has the ability to infiltrate and stuff like that, and come in. These guys are more specialized. They the disadvantage, of course, of them is that they don't seem to have a huge access to any of the better. Better weapons is probably the wrong term. The more advanced weapons like firearms.
They
and stuff
don't
like
really
that.
have much in the way of firearms. They've got dogs, which are good for taking out the enemy range, but apart from that, you want to get up close and personal.
Yeah, they've got fast guys then that they can run in quickly.
They've got good dexterity and everything, so they can hop around the battlefield as
across
much as they
across
like.
the board. Across the board, so that means that they can basically hop over obstacles and stuff like that to get to you more directly. But let's see. Other than that, of course, they don't have any magic really either. They've got Baba Yaga, who's their one
magic user.
named character who has the mage skill. But having Baba Yaga's, well, it costs you a price in blood. So was it one of you guys has to lose a health point or something every turn?
Every turn, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, to keep her on the table, which is not good in any way.
But she's powerful.
But she's
so.
yeah, she's a big monster. So yeah, you basically want to keep her. Other than that, of course, the main thing that these guys have is they have great horde troops, and their horde troops are called Pulcinellas. Pulcinellas are great.
These guys are awesome. They are basically drunken louts. They're the period equivalent of football hooligans. They will go out, get drunk, come out, and smack anyone they meet around the head with their clubs.
With clubs.
Now, these guys get better in combat the more of them there are nearby.
Yep.
Yeah, they get an extra 1d10 to their combat roll for every Pulcinella within 5 inches of them.
That's right. There's a limit to it, though.
Up to 2 to each of them.
Unless they have their king with them.
Yeah, the thing is about the Pulcinellas is, because they're so rowdy and everything, they will not take orders from your captain, as it were.
The Capo di Semi, isn't it?
Well, for the guild, they won't take orders from him. But every day they will elect one of their number to be king for a day.
King for a day. Which means that they will take orders from him all day until the end of the day when he gets a kicking.
Maybe we should try that in the office.
I don't know. No, this is a dictatorship. So no, I'm afraid that doesn't happen.
Ah.
So the Pulcinellas are great. And if you fancy the guild and you wanted to play a horde, they're basically the guys to go for. I smell cheese when I see them.
Yes.
I basically, having lots of them run by their king, because the king removes the upper limit for the number of dice that they can roll for having
and
extra
allows
guys.
them to take on
And
I think he can use.
Yeah, he gives
they
them,
can use their
gives them
commands.
command points
Yeah.
as well. Yep, that they can take. So yeah, basically, I think a big unit of those guys is going to be really cool, and a curb stomp somebody into oblivion. But I don't know. We'd have to check it out. We'll have to try it and see when we get some Pulcinellas together.
Yeah. Then of course there's one last thing that I think might be the reason why Justin likes this force.
That would be harlots. Yes, there are a number of ladies of ill repute that come with the guild, who wear masks. Of course, some of the guild don't wear masks. They're really not getting into the spirit of Carnevale at all. But the harlots do, and they have lots of nice blades for sticking in people. One of the points about the guild is that they have a good mixture of skills across the board with butchers and barbers and the harlots as well, who have fascination and things that make them harder to hit and that sort of stuff.
I'd like to see the harlot go up against the syphilis noble.
It's probably the reason he got syphilis in the first place, I have to say. So, maybe you
grudge match.
Maybe you don't want to see that. It could be a grudge match. That's it. Oh well, guys. So there you go. The guild are your basic close combat fighters mostly. So if you want to play in your face type Carnevale force, they're the guys to go for. Those are the guild. Drop some comments below. Tell us what you think of the guild while we get on and do some more faction videos for you.
See ya.